Hello there, people of the internet. I'm Curse Blake, and today we're going to be talking about the 4X strategy game, Punk Wars. Punk Wars is a classic 4X strategy game similar to Civilization. Punk Wars is set in a dystopian post-apocalyptic future where 4 factions rule. When I first jumped in, I really enjoyed the aesthetic. I really enjoy post-apocalyptic games, Fallout being one of my favorite series ever, and this really kind of plays to that with some really cool punk style stuff thrown in. I really love the addition of all the different factions. The factions are absolutely fantastic. This game had a lot of promise and I was really excited to play it, but I was kind of let down after playing it for a couple of hours. I just found that there was no real substance to the game. It kind of felt a bit lacking in some areas, and I kind of missed some of the classic 4X strategy things that you come to expect from this style of game. One of the biggest things that I miss is diplomacy. This game seems to have no real diplomacy. You tend to just fight all the enemies from the different factions, and that's something that I kind of hate, really. I think that if they actually put a little bit more effort into doing diplomacy, this game could have had a significant amount more to play with. I really like the Hex Based Format, and I really enjoy that this kind of is a little bit of a different play on the classic city building game. You don't have one city that just kind of creates all your units and you kind of have to manage that there. You build additional hex tiles of different buildings and they produce different things, kind of more similar to an RTS game. I really like this because RTS games are one of my favorite genres of games. I'm not sure if it works in this situation because it just kind of clutters the map a little bit. One of the coolest things about this game, and this is probably my favorite thing, even though it's a very small thing, is the random events that you get in this game. You have advisors that give you kind of random events, and you make a decision based on those, which is just a text-based decision. But that really mixes up the game, and I think that it's a wonderful addition. I want to see more games do this kind of thing. One of the things that I found really annoying, and this kind of always kills me with games, is the UI. The UI in this game is kind of clunky, and I found myself clicking off things more often than I wanted to. The fact that there's no just automated finish turn button, or at least that I could find easily, kind of annoyed me a lot, because I like just being able to like, okay, I'm done the turn, boom. I don't want to deal with any of these other units. If I haven't done anything with them, that's my fault, and normally it means that I haven't actually decided to do anything with them. But this game makes you go through all the units and tell them to go to sleep or to do an action, which I can see being useful, but I would really like that to be removed. After playing through one campaign for a couple of hours, I found myself getting bored. I didn't really find the urge to just have one more turn like I tend to with Civilization. I've played a lot of other 4X strategy games, and I still find that the just one more turn mentality applies to most of the other ones. This is the first one I've ever played where I just kind of got bored. And I mean, I think that's because not really much is going on apart from combat. I really love the combination of steampunk and atomic punk, diesel punk, steel punk, and I think that that showed a lot of promise, and I really hope that we are able to expand on this game and revisit it in a few years' time when it's been patched a few times, and maybe it'll be a little bit more fun. So I guess really the key thing with this review is, should you buy this? And I think that's a really hard one because I'm not actually sure if I can recommend this game. Unless you're a die-hard steampunk or one of the other punks mentioned in this fan, then I don't think this game will be for you. I didn't really enjoy playing it. I found myself getting bored repeatedly, and that's why it's kind of taken me a little while to get through this review, because I just found myself getting bored and I switch off and play something else that's more interesting. And I think that that's a really good indication on my perspective of if a game is good or not. If you get immersed straight away and you just jump in, you're like, oh, this is amazing, then yeah, it's normally going to be a good game. This game doesn't have that for me, and I think that that is probably why I'm going to give it kind of a low score. So I'm going to give this game 2 out of 5. I know that's pretty low, but I just didn't really enjoy my experience with this game. I hope that someone else can enjoy the experience with this game. If you guys are going to buy this, or you actually really enjoy this, please drop me a comment below. I'd be really interested why you enjoy this, and maybe I'm missing something. So please hit me up. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you found the review informative. If you want to catch another one of my reviews, they're just here. If you've enjoyed me talking about games, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed just here. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for being awesome as always. Bye-bye.